probably best suited for another segment or another day. But Jared Goff, Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Lamar Jackson. Wouldn't Lamar Jackson fit with what the Lions are currently doing? Wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Wouldn't he fit better than Jared Goff? Am I crazy to think that?
No. I mean, listen, Lamar Jackson, this is where I don't like this comment. Like, Lamar Jackson fits anywhere. He's awesome. Awesome fits anywhere.
I'm talking about what quarterback you have.
Yeah.
I mean, how many? There aren't many teams out there that should say we're good. So yeah, really. The Chiefs, the Bills, the Chargers, the Bengals, the Jaguars, the Eagles. Those are the 6 teams that can, from a football standpoint, say, yeah, sorry, Lamar, we're good. The rest of them should at least entertain whether and to what extent Lamar upgrades. And I think if the Lions really wanted to go all in, if you really are chasing the brass ring, if you really want to transform your franchise, I don't know. It just seems odd to me to settle for Jared Goff, the guy that you picked up a first-round pick in the Matthew Stafford trade because you were taking his awful contract off the Rams' hands. How is that the guy that you're building around if you're trying to get yourself to where you've never been? And we've got Lamar Jackson on the rundown later. I kind of thought we did.
Well,
I skimmed it at least last night. We'll talk about him coming up. But as it relates to the Lions, if they really are trying to be better than the Eagles, if they really would like to get to their first Super Bowl ever, never been to a Super Bowl, wouldn't Lamar Jackson put you in a better position to do that than Jared Goff? All due respect to Jared Goff, but I think he would even say, yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. I mean, they're keeping me. That's fine. But Lamar Jackson's better than I am. Who out there would say that Jared Goff is better than Lamar Jackson objectively? It's the other way around. Everybody would say Lamar Jackson's better than Jared Goff.
Exactly. Everybody's got, the hate of Lamar is annoying at times. I see it too much on social media. Why would you pay a running back, right? Why would you pay what are you talking about? But everybody is willing to pay Jalen Hurts whatever he wants. And I'm going to go, wait, but you're not going to pay Lamar, who's, awesome, and then also as a pocket passer? Like, everybody's going to stop that too. He's good in the pocket. He's a good decision maker. He's an elite arm. So everybody, he fits in any offense. It's not that big of a deal now to run the offense and go, hey, we got 5 quarterback design run plays to add to the rest of the offense. Okay, whoa. All right, yeah, he's going to make it better. But, Mike, I will say this. Is there something to, if you were going to play the other side of this and go, well, hey, wait, Detroit, they're kind of building something right now, and they are going in this direction, right? Does Lamar Jackson, is that distraction? Does that slow down the upward trajectory of that? Is the team set up to really just jump off and go as it is right now? Because if they get Lamar Jackson, of course, they're going to have to trade things away, and that's going to mean less assets, and they're going to lose some of these first-round picks and things they got. So, that there's that conversation too. They could be that team that just looks at it and go, wait, we don't want to ruin. We finally got a culture and something good here. We don't want to, risk it or just, discombobulate things for the Lamar Jackson thing. And, to everything we've been talking about, Lamar and that conversation is dicey. Can you get a deal done? Will it happen? If we got to get a deal done 3 years from now, you're going to be able to get that done then with Lamar. There's a lot of conversations that go into dealing with him, I think that are outside of football that probably scare a lot of teams and front office people.
But he's still Lamar Jackson.
I know he is. I know.
I think of the one-word profanity that my son sent when a Vikings rival gets C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I suspect it would be that same word repeated 1,000 times if Lamar Jackson would show up in the NFC North. Just as Aaron Rodgers finally gets the F out, here comes Lamar Jackson as a member of the Lions at a time when the Lions are on the cusp of doing something pretty good. Chris, I think that if you really want to transform your team, I mean, he fits better with the culture they now have there than Jared Goff. When you think of all this rough and tumble, Chris Spielman, kneecap biting, go out and play old-time football, Jared Goff is the which doesn't belong and why of that equation. He doesn't fit the Dan Campbell approach. And he just did well enough last year that they're like, well, you know what? We thought we'd be getting rid of him after 2 years, but he's good enough that we're going to keep him. But I think Jackson would fit the vibe there.
I hear you.
The Lions
I don't
right
disagree
now.
with
Far
that.
better than Jared Goff.
Well, this is where, again, doesn't it say something, or isn't it speaking to us that nobody's entertaining these things? Again, doesn't it say that maybe these people know things that we don't know? That's all I think I'm trying to say. Again, I'm all for Lamar getting paid and doing all those things. You know that. I'm sitting here telling all the social media haters Lamar's awesome in any offense, no matter what. But it does hold some value or speak to something in the fact that nobody's making a play. Or you and I, who know a lot of people in football, have not heard one rumor about somebody like legitimately flirting or thinking about the idea of giving him this contract and making something happen that way. So that says something too. And I don't know what it says, but it obviously says that, yeah, teams with quarterbacks that look at it and go, wait, that guy's better than our quarterback, but we're not going to deal with it. There's something there. And again, I don't know exactly what that is. All I could do is connect dots and hear rumors and things like that.
Let's do this. We'll take a break and continue the Lamar Jackson discussion because there were other developments over the weekend. But I'll just say this as we ponder more on Lamar Jackson. You've got your football operations people. You've got your owner. Sometimes the football people say yes. The owner says no. Sometimes the owner says yes. Football people say no. I have a feeling in this situation, you got some football people that would be willing to do it, and you've got some owners, for reasons we've discussed ad nauseum over the past couple of weeks, not willing to do what needs to be done.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.